Hello, everybody. Once again, we thank you for being a part of our broadcast today. I'm Pastor Steve Green. This is Wednesday, May 26th. This is our first refresh message this week, and the title of it is I Will Be With Him in Trouble, which is a reference to Psalm 91. Now, and I'm sure you'll agree with me in this, there is a certain human tendency to want to have things our own way. Sometimes it may vary from day to day or from person to person, but sometimes we not only want things our way, we really want things our own way. We'd like to get what we want. We want to do as we please. We do not want to be interfered with. We do not want to be told what to do, and we especially do not want to be forced or coerced or manipulated into anything. Now, along with that, among other things, God represents authority. I say among other things because, for example, God is love. He is the perfect picture of love to us. So God has different facets to his personality, but one of those facets is authority. The word Christ is a direct reference to God's authority. Jesus is the one authorized to speak for God. When we say Jesus Christ, we are knowingly or unknowingly making a reference to God's authority. There is no escaping this. Therefore, God is often a target of human suspicion. He is a potential threat to our independence because sooner or later he's going to get around to telling us what to do. We read in Genesis chapter 3 verses 8 to 10, this is Adam and Eve in the garden. They've sinned, and their sin has now caused a negative inward transformation in them, so they're responding to God differently than they did before. It says they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. So this would be more typical of a human response today. Again, to be suspicious, to hide ourselves. The Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard your voice in the garden and I was afraid." And so there it is. He says, "Because I was naked and I hid myself." Therefore, because of this human tendency, the renewing of the mind is necessary. The renewing of the mind is when at a heart level we reconsider God's involvement in our life. The renewing of the mind is when we conclude his authority in our lives is entirely reasonable. It's reasonable, it's necessary, and in fact it is much to be desired. All right, we'll pick up on this thought again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.